Nation.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side. Out of the field.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
No, we changed it.
Right to the air is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff to Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Report.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry from 3 yards out. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Shot. Hey, sit up.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keep the score. Ravens 6. Chiefs nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 67 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To throw is Jackson. And Walker has it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 28 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Shedding tackles. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
No, we changed it.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Jackson.
48-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Jackson will throw again. Finding Walker complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
You. Hey, Alpha, tonight.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
First and goal at the 5-yard
Jackson
line.
going to change things up a bit.
Yo. We change it. Shut up.
He'll drop to throw. Jackson going to keep it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Second and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at two-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 33.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Now it's Mahomes again.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Ravens 12. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They run the option on second down.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Taking it right down Broadway. Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 84 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the
They'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, 43, 15. Come back.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third down at 6.
Jackson now.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
13.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He'll try to do it himself.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Jackson.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
To throw is Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Touchdown!
Isaiah Likely.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this